Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to speak about something powerful, the art of making people think. In a world overflowing with information, entertainment, and distractions, it's easy for our minds to drift from one thing to another. But there's a difference between information that passes by and ideas that take root. Great leaders, thinkers, and innovators throughout history mastered the skill of presenting ideas in such a way that they stayed with people, compelling them to think deeply, reflect, and act. So how can we make our ideas have that kind of impact? How can we make people think nonstop? The first thing we must understand is the power of questions. Statements often inform, but questions transform. When you ask a thought-provoking question, you challenge someone's mind to engage in critical thinking. You create curiosity, and that curiosity becomes the fuel that drives nonstop thought. A question can linger long after a conversation ends, pulling the person back into it again and again, searching for answers. Don't just tell people what to think, ask them what they believe, ask them why, and ask them how things could be different. The more they ponder, the more deeply they think. Secondly, you need to present new perspectives. People often get stuck in their own way of seeing things. When you offer a fresh angle on a familiar issue, you disrupt the mental patterns they've built, challenge their assumptions, show them alternatives, and force them to reconsider what they thought they knew. When you introduce a perspective that shakes the foundation of their beliefs, they will think about it nonstop, because their mind is now working to reconcile the new information with their old understanding. Next, it's essential to use emotion. Facts and logic are crucial, but emotions drive engagement. People are more likely to think deeply about something when it affects them personally or moves them emotionally. Stir curiosity, inspire hope, or even touch on discomfort and fear. Emotions are the key to making an idea stick. Make them feel something, and they won't be able to stop thinking about our idea is relevant. If you want someone to think nonstop, make sure they understand why it matters to them. People naturally think more about things that affect their lives directly. If you show them how your ideas intersect with their personal goals, challenges, or values, they'll be compelled to engage with it deeply. Making people think nonstop isn't about overwhelming them with information. It's about sparking curiosity, challenging perspectives, appealing to emotion, and making ideas relevant. The goal is not to control their thoughts, but to plant the seed of reflection. Once that seed is planted, it will grow on its own, and they will think, ponder, and reflect long after your words have been spoken. I want to talk about something essential, not just for personal growth, but for navigating the world we live in: critical thinking. In an era where information is everywhere, where opinions flood our screens and facts can easily be distorted, critical thinking is more important than ever. But what is critical thinking? And why should we care about it? At its core, critical thinking is the ability to analyze information objectively and make reasoned judgments. It's not about being critical in a negative sense or about tearing things down. It's about being able to look beyond the surface of information, question it, and draw well-informed conclusions. It's a skill that empowers us to solve problems effectively, make sound decisions, and protect ourselves from misinformation. Now, why is critical thinking so important? First, it helps us navigate complexity. We live in a world where issues, whether social, political, or environmental, are rarely black and white. Critical thinking allows us to sift through the noise, evaluate different viewpoints, and approach complex problems with a clear mind. It gives us the tools to think through challenges logically rather than reacting emotionally or impulsively. Second, it encourages independence of thought. Critical thinking frees us from the influence of others, whether it's peer pressure, media bias, or societal norms. When we think critically, we don't just accept what we're told. We ask questions, we investigate, we seek to understand the reasoning behind an argument. This independence leads to stronger, more authentic beliefs because they are based on our own judgment rather than what we've been fed. Third, it protects us from misinformation. In an age of fake news and misleading social media posts, it's easy to be swayed by half-truths or outright lies. Critical thinking helps us separate fact from fiction. It encourages us to verify sources, look at evidence, and avoid jumping to conclusions based on incomplete information. In a world where anyone can share anything at the click of a button, this skill is a powerful safeguard against manipulation. Furthermore, critical thinking fosters innovation. The greatest inventions, the most groundbreaking ideas, and the boldest solutions all come from questioning the status quo. When we apply critical thinking, we don't just accept things the way they are, we ask how they can be better. We challenge assumptions and explore new possibilities. That's how progress is made, not just in science and technology, but in every field of human endeavor. So, how do we develop this crucial skill? We must cultivate curiosity. Curiosity is the spark that drives us to ask questions and explore new ideas. When we stop accepting things at face value and start wondering why and how, we begin to think critically. Never be afraid to ask why or to dig deeper. We need to embrace open-mindedness. Critical thinking requires us to consider different perspectives and be open to changing our minds when presented with new evidence. It's not about sticking stubbornly to our beliefs, it's about seeking the truth. Wherever that may lead, US.WE must practice reflection. After analyzing information or making a decision, take time to reflect on it. Ask yourself, was my reasoning sound? Did I consider all the factors? What could I have done differently? This kind of self-reflection helps us continually improve our critical thinking skills. Critical thinking is more than just a skill, it's a mindset. It's the ability to approach the world with curiosity, logic, and reason, and to make well-informed decisions in a world filled with complexity. By developing this skill, we not only improve ourselves, but we contribute to a society that values truth, innovation, and progress. Thank you. I want to talk about one of the most powerful forces that shapes our lives: curiosity. It's a simple concept, but curiosity is what drives innovation, fuels our growth, and opens doors to new possibilities. Every question, every exploration, and every discovery we make starts with curiosity. But what exactly is curiosity? At its core, curiosity is the desire to know more, to explore the unknown, and to seek understanding. It's that spark that pushes us to ask questions, investigate new ideas, and venture into unfamiliar territory. And in many ways, curiosity is the foundation of progress, both personally and for society as a whole. So, why is curiosity so important? Curiosity fuels learning and growth. When we are curious, we actively seek out knowledge. We read, we explore, and we experiment. It's curiosity that keeps our minds sharp and agile. It helps us to continue learning long after we've left school. In fact, some of the most successful and innovative people in the world attribute their achievements not to a formal education, but to an unrelenting curiosity about the world around them. Curiosity leads to creativity and innovation. Every great invention, every groundbreaking idea, every leap forward in technology or art was born from someone's curiosity. Someone somewhere asked, what if? Or why not? Curiosity challenges us to look at problems from new angles, to question old ways of thinking, and to imagine possibilities that haven't been considered before. It pushes us beyond the limits of what we already know and propels us toward what we can discover. Curiosity strengthens our relationships. When we are genuinely curious about others, about their thoughts, feelings, experiences, and stories, we build deeper connections. Curiosity fosters empathy because it encourages us to understand perspectives different from our own. When we take the time to ask questions and truly listen to others, we create bonds based on respect and understanding. But here's the thing, curiosity isn't always easy. It requires us to step outside our comfort zones. It means being open to the unknown, being okay with not having all the answers, and sometimes even being wrong. But that's where the magic happens. Curiosity opens doors to new opportunities and experiences, but we have to be brave enough to walk through them. So, how do we cultivate curiosity? Ask more questions. Don't settle for the surface level answers. Ask why things work the way they do. Ask how things could be better. Ask what could be different. The more questions you ask, the more you'll discover, and the more your curiosity will grow. Be open to new experiences. Try something new. Step into unfamiliar territory. Travel to new places. Read books outside your usual interests. Or take up a hobby you've never considered before. Every new experience fuels your curiosity and expands your perspective. Embrace uncertainty. It's okay not to have all the answers. In fact, it's the starting point for curiosity. When we admit we don't know everything, we give ourselves permission to explore, learn, and grow. Curiosity is a driving force that can change the course of our lives. It fuels our learning, unlocks creativity, strengthens our relationships, and helps us navigate an ever-changing world. By nurturing our natural curiosity, we not only enrich our own lives, but contribute to the progress of humanity.so. Stay curious, keep asking questions, keep seeking new horizons, because it's curiosity that will lead you to the greatest discoveries of all. I want to talk about the incredible impact of being thought-provoking. We live in a world where conversations are often superficial, where ideas are shared quickly but forgotten just as fast. But to truly inspire change, progress, and reflection, we need to aim deeper. We need to be thought-provoking. Being thought-provoking means sparking something in people that goes beyond the moment. It's about presenting ideas or perspectives that challenge assumptions, encourage deep reflection, and stimulate meaningful conversations. It's more than simply expressing an opinion or giving information. It's about making people think and rethink.so. Why is it important to be thought-provoking? First, it challenges the status quo. Throughout history, progress has always begun with someone questioning the way things are. Whether it's in science, art, politics, or personal growth, it's the thought-provoking ideas that make us stop, think, and reconsider what we once believed to be true. By challenging existing norms and encouraging others to think critically, we pave the way for innovation, improvement, and transformation. Second, it sparks meaningful conversations. In a world where we are bombarded with information, it's easy to get caught up in surface-level discussions. But when you present a thought-provoking idea, you open the door to deeper, more impactful conversations. These are the conversations that help people grow, shift perspectives, and develop new insights. Thought-provoking ideas are what drive the meaningful exchanges that lead to understanding, collaboration, and change. It inspires action. When people are truly challenged to think about something deeply, they often feel compelled to act. A thought-provoking idea has the power to motivate people to make changes in their lives, in their communities, or even in the world. It moves beyond passive agreement and sparks active engagement. Whether it's advocating for a cause, pursuing a new path, or simply reflecting on personal growth, thought-provoking ideas don't just stay in people's minds, they drive them to act out. But how can we be more thought-provoking in our own lives? Ask powerful questions. Thought-provoking people don't settle for easy answers. They ask questions that challenge assumptions, push boundaries, and open up new possibilities. Questions like what if and why not force people to think beyond what they know and explore new ideas. When you ask these kinds of questions, you invite others to reflect and reconsider, sparking deeper thought. Introduce new perspectives. People often get stuck in their own ways of thinking, and it's easy to become comfortable in our familiar ideas. Being thought-provoking means offering new viewpoints that challenge those comforts. It's about helping people see the world from a different angle, whether that's through a story, an argument, or a piece of art. A new perspective can be the catalyst for a shift in thinking, and it's often the key to encouraging deep reflection. Be willing to take risks. Provoking thought sometimes means being bold, and not everyone will always agree with you, but that's okay. Being thought-provoking isn't about pleasing everyone, it's about encouraging others to question, challenge, and explore. By taking risks and presenting ideas that may be uncomfortable or unconventional, you open the door for deeper thinking and richer conversations. Being thought-provoking is about creating a ripple effect that goes far beyond the initial conversation. It's about planting the seeds of curiosity, reflection, and change. Whether in our personal interactions or in larger societal discussions, thought-provoking ideas have the power to shift perspectives, inspire action, and spark meaningful change.so. Let's aim to be more thought-provoking. Let's ask the hard questions, offer new perspectives, and challenge ourselves and others to think deeply. Because it's only when we provoke thought that we can truly inspire growth. I want to talk about something that has the power to shape industries, transform organizations, and inspire individuals. Thought leadership. It's a concept that goes beyond just being knowledgeable or skilled in your field. Thought leadership is about being a voice that leads, a voice that challenges, and a voice that influences the direction of thinking within a community or industry. But what exactly is thought leadership? At its core, it's the ability to provide fresh insights, innovative ideas, and unique perspectives that not only add value to a conversation, but also shape how others approach a problem or topic. A thought leader is someone who doesn't just follow trends, they create them. They don't just offer opinions, they guide others toward new ways of thinking. So, why is thought leadership so important? It drives innovation and progress. Thought leaders are the pioneers of change. They are the ones who push boundaries and encourage others to think differently. By introducing new ideas, questioning conventional wisdom, and offering solutions to pressing challenges, thought leaders create an environment where innovation thrives. Whether it's in business, technology, or social issues, it's thought leaders who ignite the sparks of progress and lead the way toward a better future. Thought leadership builds trust and credibility. People look to thought leaders because they provide not only expertise but also insight. They're not just knowledgeable, they offer deep understanding and foresight that others can rely on. When you establish yourself as a thought leader, people trust your judgment, value your opinion, and turn to you for guidance. This credibility isn't built overnight, it's earned through consistent contributions that challenge, inspire, and educate. That thought leadership inspires action. It's not just about sharing ideas, it's about motivating others to act on them. Thought leaders don't just present information, they present a vision. A vision of what could be, how things could improve, and why change is necessary. This inspires people to not only listen but to act, whether that's through adopting new practices, pursuing innovative solutions, or simply rethinking their current approach. Thought leaders create movements, not just conversations. Now, how can we become thought leaders in our own lives or fields? Engage in continuous learning. Thought leaders never stop learning. They are curious, they seek out new knowledge, and they are always evolving. Staying at the cutting edge of your field means not only being aware of the latest developments, but also understanding how they impact the bigger picture. A true thought leader is someone who can connect the dots between current trends and future opportunities that foster meaningful conversations. Thought leadership isn't about talking at people, it's about engaging with them. It's about listening as much as speaking. It's about asking the right questions that provoke deeper thinking and challenge the status quo. When you foster an environment of collaboration and dialogue, you not only contribute to the conversation, but also encourage others to think more critically and creatively. Be authentic and purposeful. Thought leadership is built on authenticity. People are drawn to leaders who are genuine, who are passionate about their ideas, and who have a clear sense of purpose. Being a thought leader isn't about self-promotion, it's about contributing to something bigger than yourself. It's about using your voice to make a meaningful impact, whether in your industry, community, or society at large. That thought leadership is about more than just having ideas. It's about shaping the direction of those ideas and inspiring others to follow. It's about being a force for innovation, fostering trust, and driving meaningful change. By embracing thought leadership, we not only elevate ourselves, but also the people and industries around us.so. Let's strive to be thought leaders. Let's push boundaries, challenge assumptions, and lead with purpose. Because when we do, we not only leave a mark, we shape the future. In conclusion, the ability to make people think nonstop is one of the most powerful tools we have to influence, inspire, and drive change. It's about sparking curiosity, asking the right questions, and challenging existing beliefs. When we encourage others to think deeply, to reflect, and to question, we create a ripple effect that extends far beyond the moment. Our goal shouldn't be to give people all the answers, but to plant the seed of thought that continues to grow and evolve. Whether in our personal interactions, professional endeavors, or societal conversations, the true impact comes when we leave people with something they can't stop thinking about. So let's ignite minds, challenge ideas, and inspire reflection, because those are the thoughts that truly shape the future. Thank you.